Well, hello again, dear friends from Portland, Oregon. Today I'm on Division Street. So Division is in southeast Portland. It's in the same neighborhood as Hawthorne, a little further south. If you haven't seen my Hawthorne video, pop over and check that one out as well. I have several videos about Portland neighborhoods. But Division Street is one of those great areas it has a really cool vibe of old school Portland and new developing, Portland. So you have some really cool old stores that have been here forever. You have brand new stores. Um, you have some fantastic vintage shops here. You'll find probably some of the best vintage and thrift store and antique stores that you could possibly hope for. Um, Really Good Stuff is one of my very favorite stores, and they have unbelievable treasures in here. Stuff that you would never see or may never see again. Vintage electronics and arcade machines, figurines, books, magazines, art, lunchboxes, vintage, instruments, tools. It's an unbelievable place that is really almost went away forever. This store was located on Hawthorne. About 3 years ago, that building caught on fire and was totally destroyed. Luckily, they were able to find this location on Division, move all the stuff over, get a fresh start. I can tell you that the vibe in the store hasn't changed. It might be a little bit smaller or a different location, but it's still just as cool and quirky and interesting as you could hope for. So right across the street from Really Good Stuff, you're gonna find another vintage store called Artifact. Now this place has got a little bit more like clothing, textiles, shoes centered, but also lots of cool knickknacks, collectibles, some really cool shit in the back room. You'll find dresses and lamps and baskets and pillows and all sorts of great stuff too. So once you're finished with Really Good Stuff across the street, just pop across the street and pop over here to Artifact. If Really Good Stuff doesn't have what you're looking for, this place certainly does. So Division is really just a great place to do some shopping for really niche, hard to find items. You have fantastic food down here. Just a really good selection of Italian and Thai, of course. Vegetarian. You have Oma's, which is one of Portland's really very popular restaurants. You'll also find a lot of places where you can pop in and grab a coffee. Of course, you're going to find some of the Portland standards down here. You have Blue Star Donuts, which is, I feel like they have a location in every neighborhood now. You'll also find Big Surprise, another Salt and Straw down the street. I really recommend going to Loretta Jean's, which is a pie shop right across the street and maybe up a block from Salt and Straw. There you can get great ice cream and a slice of pie. So check that out. The pie is amazing. They make it right there in the shop every day or every other day. I don't know how often you have to make pies, but all the pies I've ever had there were amazing. So I definitely recommend that place. You can also find this really great pastry store called Saint Henri. It's a sort of a French patisserie. Lots of great croissants and desserts. You'll love it there. Good coffee as well. Division also has a little food cart pod, and so you can pop down here, get a large selection of different foods for different tastes. If you have a larger group and you need to sort of satisfy lots of different competing, desires for dinner or lunch, food cart pods are great. You can pop in, you have, 9 or 10 or 12 different food carts that you can satisfy everybody's appetite with. Another place that makes Division Street one of the friendliest neighborhoods is Moore Food and Company. So this place is great. It's got it's a little food cart in the back. It's basically down this alley. They have beer and wine and regular drinks, and then great selection of Philly cheesesteaks, burgers, that kind of stuff. And then just a really nice place back here, kind of like a patio. It's covered. Lots of places to sort of sit and relax and get out of the heat. One of the main draws of Division Street is a lot of the little boutique shops they have here. These are smaller clothing, vintage shops, maybe new clothing, earrings, you know, shirts, blouses, dresses, all that stuff. It has I don't know, there's probably 20 stores within the area that I'm covering that have smaller kind of selection of either locally produced stuff or sort of local smaller shops. This is a great place to shop if you want to get just a more sort of a localized version of the shopping experience. It's a great store down here called Secret Room. It's a pretty new store. I think they opened in February. They started out as like a user group online, and then they had a little pop-up store in the Lloyd Center, which is over in Northeast, and now they have their own storefront here. They have printed artwork. They have a small like art display that they change on a monthly basis. They have pens and cards and books and pamphlets. It's a really cool place to stop in, little, gift ideas, that kind of thing, but very kind of like slice of Portland place. Pretty much everything you could hope to find or collect or look for, you'll find at one of these stores down here. It's also a great place to relax, have a pint of beer or a pint of ice cream, and take a load off, do some shopping, really kind of soak up the Portland sort of vibe here. This neighborhood, more than a lot of neighborhoods, really feels like Portland, and the people that work and shop down here are some of the nicest people you're going to find. So don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with somebody, say hello, and ask them about their store or what they're selling, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. This is one of the friendliest neighborhoods in Portland.